Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Sends it back in motion. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. That's caught. It's Henderson. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Red pass is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And
touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you just score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will have its first possession of the game. When the murmurs started about a defensive player potentially winning the Heisman, people wondered, well, will the production continue to be there? So far, he is not slowing down, David.
How about it? Now, middle of the season to be talking about a defensive player for the Heisman, you're an animal. Actually, you're a manimal. Half ant-man, half animal. Like, this dude has been all over the field.
They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Romero. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilmore.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Henderson. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Guys, let's chat a little big picture, Auburn. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting, stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal, breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start. A bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Crawford. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To throw, it's Romero. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll power it inside with the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And he's still running after the move. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield is Henderson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Auburn going to work with another first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally,
intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henderson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Romero. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has...
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown!
defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Romero. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got it set up on the outside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Okay, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Romero. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll ride the hot hand. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running back.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Back's looking for the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Tiger. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 10 over San Diego State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to throw, it's Romero. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Bring in the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Catch in the middle. It's Owens. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Romero. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Auburn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Romero. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker is Owens. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch for 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Romero. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky. The offense back out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Auburn offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the ground, it's Henderson. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Finding an escape route. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses out.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Bowley. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And the Wildcats are on the move. Wants to throw again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He splits the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Here's a heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Time to take a shot. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Catch in the middle, it's Hills. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Tigers. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and more. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Back to pass, it's Boley. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Foster. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive